This module covers general information about the Emission Control System application guides. It is not all-inclusive and does not replace or supersede any applicable Smog Check or Automotive Repair Act laws and regulations. ECS application guides are quick reference guides designed to help the inspector identify emission control related components. Wiring and vacuum routing diagrams can also assist inspectors in determining the correct emission control application. Be aware that some technical service bulletins and emission recalls may alter the emission control configuration. If the underhood label is missing or illegible, or if there are any discrepancies in the vehicle's emission control system, inspectors must rely on information in emission control application guides to determine a vehicle's emission control system configuration. Each of these publishers also offer online or computer-based information as a subscription service with the most up-to-date information. ECS application guides are divided into the following categories: Diagnostic Connector Location Guide, Emission Control Abbreviations, Traction Control Disable Procedures, Emission Control Applications, EGR Function Testing, Base Ignition Timing Specifications, and OBD2 Drive Cycles. Unfortunately, vehicle manufacturers do not always put the diagnostic link connector in the same location. Here's an example of a page found in an ECS guide that shows the various diagnostic connector locations for BMW vehicles. As you can see from this chart, your ECS guide is a valuable tool, regardless of the type of vehicle you are testing. All inspectors should familiarize themselves with the abbreviations listed in ECS guides. When an inspector doesn't know or can't remember what an abbreviation on an underhood label or on an ECS application chart means, the ECS guide can be a valuable tool. Use your ECS guide to determine if a vehicle is compatible with the two-wheel dynamometer or if the vehicle has traction control that can be disengaged. Attempting to operate an all-wheel drive vehicle, four-wheel drive, or a vehicle with non-disengageable traction control on a two-wheel dynamometer can cause serious damage to the vehicle and could create a dangerous situation for the inspector conducting the test. ECS guides also describe those vehicles that have these limitations. It is the inspector's responsibility to verify the vehicle's compatibility with the dynamometer before attempting to perform a smog check inspection. In this example, no Acura MDX can be tested on an ASM dynamometer. However, an Acura NSX can be tested after disabling its traction control. Emission control application guides group vehicles by make, model year, and engine size. Each vehicle category lists the required emission components and systems for that particular vehicle. Emission control application guides have footnotes that help to explain different emission control applications in more detail. To find out what emission controls are required for a 1993 Ford with a 1.9-liter engine, first go to the section Ford Domestic Cars, then find the year, then find the engine size. The ECS guide shows the required emission components such as PCV, EVAP, TWC for three-way catalytic converter, EGR for exhaust gas recirculation valve, and much more. The number 4 next to EGR means there is a footnote providing additional information on the EGR. In the previous slide, we noted that there was a footnote for EGR. In this table, you can see the footnote number 4 tells us that the EGR valve is required on California certified vehicles only. Therefore, a federally certified vehicle would not be required to have an EGR valve. An inspector that doesn't obtain the correct information may falsely pass or fail a vehicle during a smog check inspection. The ECS guide indicates that test procedure number 4 is the proper EGR test for the California certified 1993 Ford 1.9-liter four-cylinder engine. The text on the right is from an ECS guide, explaining the EGR functional test procedures for this vehicle. ECS guides provide timing specifications as well as conditions required to perform the timing test. It is organized by make, year, model, and engine. The vehicles are then subdivided into automatic and manual transmission. Footnotes are provided to give more specific information. If there is a discrepancy between the underhood label and the ECS guide, the underhood label shall take precedence over the ECS guide. ECS guides also provide OBD2 drive cycles. Most 1996 and newer foreign and domestic vehicles are required to pass the OBD2 portion of the smog check inspection. ECS guides detail the drive cycles needed to run emission monitors. The drive cycle is a particular driving sequence needed to run the emission monitors to completion. It may be necessary to review manufacturer recalls and TSBs for more information. Thank you for viewing Module 3 of the California Smog Check Program Training Series.